Hey, patrol members. Man, this has been a week. Now I know it's I'm filming this on a Sunday, and this is I'm talking about the previous week. Two things. Getting older can kind of suck. Everything is harder to do. Everything takes longer. I mean, I got a lot of stuff to do. We have a whole, excuse me, we have a whole house full of guests coming in a few weeks. And I got a lot of stuff I got to do around here. I'm going to have a buddy come help me next week. I've got a lot of these youngsters, a couple of youngsters who did the yard work. They're going to help me. Really great young guys. And let me tell you, things are played out. I haven't been sleeping well. I don't know why. And then Monday night, I slept funny on my hand. You don't ever sleep like this, and you wake up and your arm is asleep, your hand is asleep, or your legs asleep, or you sleep funny, you know, and you got like a crick in your neck or like that. It's happened to most people. Well, I fell asleep and I woke up with my hand. I was kind of like, my hand was bent over like this, and it was dead. It had no feeling. It was cold. And then the second I moved my wrist, holy cow, did it hurt. Tinglies. It swole up. And it's just like now, like a few days later, that I can actually use it. But it's tight, painful when I bend it. I mean, it's way better today than it was last Monday, but holy cow, man. Man. Now, don't get me wrong. Age has its compensations. You know, you can get things cheaper. You buy off the special menu. I can get discounts at all kinds of places. You know, I'm retired. I don't get up every day and punch a clock. You know, when there's really hard work that needs to be done, you can just watch your young friends do it. And say, I'm not afraid of work. I can lie down and watch it all day. That being said, I've worked hard in my life. Hard. Check this bad boy out. A little warm. made by the Continental Lighter Company. Well, the Continental Lighter Company in New York, but it was made in occupied Japan. So, I have the mother of pearl grip, I have the black plastic grip, and I have the white plastic grip. I need the red one. If anybody has a late 40s, early 50s Continental pistol lighter like this with a red grip, I'm in the market. It should be complete. It doesn't necessarily have to work. I've got 2 out of the 3 of mine work. One of them's really beat up. That being said, they're not worth a ton of money. So he said, man, I got what, I'll ask $100 for it. I'm not paying that. This was 20 bucks. Okay? And I had to fix it. It didn't work when I got it. Continental pistol lighter. So I'm not reviewing any smokes today. I'm not reviewing any whiskey today. I'm not telling a crazy story about flying saucers in the desert. I went on a trip with the club and tore the rock sliders up on my truck. Fortunately, that was all. Somebody else flipped their Jeep. So they're aftermarket rock sliders, and I'm glad that I put them on, or else the factory rock sliders would have been trashed. And I kept the factory rock sliders, so it's not like I was going to sell them. Not now. Not happening. I'm keeping them. Anyway, not doing any camping. Not going to do be working on the car much until my family comes and goes. I'm just gonna start it up 2-3 times a week. Make sure that it keeps running. We're going to have tri-tip tonight and mashed potatoes and vegetables. That sounds like a good meal. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, let me tell you, working on your stuff when you reach a certain age starts to get hard. Getting up and down off the ground, crawling under the car, moving heavy boxes around, trying to get stuff packed and changed, doing stuff like that, that's not easy. You guys know in the previous videos I have an electric scooter. Now, it's actually for my wife. When we go to like an event or something like that, she'll take the scooter and I'll walk. But if I can go by myself and take the scooter, I'm going to do it. That's just how it is. Grape coolant does go good with cigars. Oh, I trimmed my cigar with this little knife. Yeah, see? I don't even know where I got it. Yeah, I'm going to go to the doctor tomorrow. Have a look at this. It's not weak. I mean, I can, you know. It's. I mean, I can squeeze that until like it flipping hurts. The problem I run into is that these two middle fingers, these two knuckles hurt a lot up in here, and this hand was swollen until yesterday, and it still feels. Sorry, this hand was swollen until yesterday, and it still feels puffy right here. I mean, I can move this finger and the thumb and the little finger, but these two fingers in the middle, they don't want to cooperate. I was reading that on Dr. Google that there's some kind of condition you can get if you cut off the blood to a limb for too long, and it causes permanent nerve damage, which I hope has not happened. Because it could take a long time to get back to 50%. Yeah, I can still hold stuff, see? Anyway, that's about it for my rant. It's just been a tough week. You know, sometimes you got to talk to somebody, you know. And we've discovered the benefits of online shopping. You can have food delivered, you can have your groceries delivered, you know. You can have just about anything you want except a haircut. I can't have a haircut delivered, so I'm probably going to go to the barber tomorrow after the doctor. Anyway, thanks for listening to me complain. Aside from that, everything's okay. Kids are okay. The grandkids are okay. Wife's okay. I'm okay. You know what I think it is, too? I have always hated summer. I know. How can you hate summer, Bill? It's warm and sunny. It's hot. It gets hot. This is California. You go right from cold to hot. It's 85 here today. Now, some of you might not think it's hot. I think it's hot. I have a hard time with any temperature above 75 degrees. And people say, yeah, but Bill, it's a dry heat. No, we like to call it a hot heat. There you go. Fortunately, I have a brand new air conditioner in the house. You know. I'm not a big fan of hot weather at all. Not a fan. I went out to pick up a breakfast tomorrow. I went out to pick up a breakfast this morning that I ordered online. It was ready when I got there for my wife and I. And it was 7 a.m. It was all gray and gloomy out, and I threw on my sweatshirt and walked outside, and it was warm. Didn't need it. Yep. The general misery of summer has begun. Boy, you know, working at Disney in the summer was brutal occasionally. If you worked in the Toy Story, not Toy Story, yeah, if you worked at Toy Story parking lot in the summer, it was all outside. I mean, there were several parking lots that were just outside. Pinocchio, Simba, they were all outside parking lots. And when you're out there working in the middle of summer, you're out there in the sun and you're working. Now Disney gives you a sun hat, which is fine, and you could carry around this water bottle to drink water from. But you know, of all the colors to make the water bottle holder out of, they make it black. That just sucks up that solar radiation, and you get a nice big swig of body temperature water. Mmm. And the hat they give you is dark. It was dark blue. Man, another nice warm thing to put on your head. And you have to have your shirt tucked in all day. And it was so hot in that parking lot. And I'm not kidding. You had to stand on the white lines. Otherwise your feet would burn. In your black shoes. In Florida, what do they get to wear? They wear white, bright yellow and white outfits and white shoes. Man, and oh, and they got to leave their shirts out. Not California. No. I don't complain about Disney a lot, but man, let me tell you a story. When they were opening Toy Story parking lot for the first time, my daughter said, "Dad," because she worked for Disney too at the time, you should get on the opening team. You get all this opening day swag. You know, your picture will be up on opening day picture of all the cast members. I mean, you're immortalized up there, you know, with your name and everything like that. And 50 years from now, when in the museum, when they show Toy Story opening day, your picture's going to be there. So I went right down to our office and I said, "How do you be on opening day?" And they said, "Well, Bill, just sign up here. But if you want to be on the opening team, you got to work that parking lot for 6 months." Okay, you know, I'll do it. I'm on the opening team. Look at my schedule. Opening day rolls around. I'm off. So I go in. I said, "Hey, look, I signed up to be on the opening day team." "Oh, well, Bill, you know, there were people with more seniority than you that wanted to be on the opening day." I said, "Are they going to have to work there for 6 months?" Well, guess what? No, they didn't. They had seniority over me. Even though I signed up to be on the opening team, I didn't get to be on the opening team. Well, technically, I was on the opening team. Didn't get any swag, didn't get any pictures, but I worked there for 6 months. And opening day was July. It was a nightmare. Now I did occasionally get a trams assignment because there was a person working in the scheduling. Now she didn't work there every day, but she realized I was host. So every month she tried to throw in 3 or 4 days of trams work where I didn't have to be at Toy Story. And for the most part, she was successful. I guess In the almost 11 years I worked there, that was my biggest disappointment. I know it's not much, right? But a lot of people work jobs where they wish they only had a disappointment that level. My other problem the other problem that I ran into was when I applied for full time. But that's a long story, and that's a story for a different time. Because I know people get pissed off when I tell that story, but it's true. But that's all water under the bridge now. I'm retired from the Walt Disney Company. I had a great time working there. But I got to see about getting everything behind me out of here. And that's not going to be that easy because it's a mixture of junk and good stuff. Yeah, see? Even my owl agrees. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me for this rant. I'll probably just throw it all together and put it up in the middle of the week. We'll see what happens. So, like and subscribe. I don't have that many followers, but those followers who are stuck by me, I really appreciate you guys. I don't ask for money. I don't have a Patreon. I don't have any merch. All I ask is you just watch, click like, leave a comment if you want. Thank you. Later, Mater.
Yes, look to Packard for the easiest handling car ever built. America's new choice in the fine car field.